Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Cancer for the month of July. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or it may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there, but if not, simply check back with me in the following week when I put out new messages for your sign. It feels like you are questioning your partner and their true intentions. Watching from behind the scenes. You suspect, I feel like, because we have the Princess of Swords here in the reverse. Okay, so this is somebody being secretive, or somebody watching, being careful, spying on somebody else. Why is this happening? Because of the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is somebody having charmed them in a very deceptive way. Okay, now this is what is very heavily on this person's mind. They feel as though their Prince Charming, or person who rode in as the Prince Charming, is deceiving them and is in fact no Prince Charming at all. Right? And so here we have the Prince of Cups at the in the overall energies, and here from two decks, both in the overall energies. And so you are now questioning this person, lacking confidence, or there's a loss of confidence in this person. Maybe you're no longer believing what they have told you when they came in, because they would have came in very charming, very romantic. They would have melted your heart with the words that they spoke to you. They would have poured out words of love. They would have been very believing. Like very convincing. So something in the beginning, you may have been in denial. You may have had that blindfold on. Everything was fresh and new, and you had no reason not to believe them. You didn't want to recognize the signs either. I feel like those this Knight of Cups energy, which we have two of here, was actually underneath the Knight of Swords. So they did something that really stung. And they could have said something even that stung. Whatever they did caused your vision or your world to turn completely upside down. And it may have had to do with this card here, the Three of Cups. So something could have happened socially at an event or any public place where people gather, even on the internet. There could have been flirting, or you noticed them flirting, and then you started to watch them closer, because now you believe that, you know, they may not be any prince, that they're no prince at all, that they've been deceiving you, that in fact the Prince Charming was a player. And so there's something that happened here that made you withdraw, to want to protect yourself with this card of rebellion here. And this is most likely somebody who you feel is not playing by the rules. Or they have their own set of rules that you don't want to play by. And so you want to set yourself free. We have the card of freedom here. Wanting to protect yourself, to escape this situation. You could be feeling stuck here in a situation that is beginning to feel very uncomfortable. It could be that you've already fallen head over heels in love with this Prince Charming who wrote in. So the relationship has hit an obstacle, and it's a huge one. It's a mountain. You can see the person looking at that mountain. They don't know how to get around it or get over it. And that is what is heavily on their mind. The Knight of Chalices. You see they come in the upright, but here they're in the reverse. So this new beginning with this Knight of Cups, which is appearing 3 times in your reading, once here in the reverse, twice in the overall energies. You took a risk. You took a risk on this night when they were in the upright, but maybe you didn't see clearly. Maybe you jumped in without thinking. Maybe you took a risk. You fell head over heels in love. But it blew up in your face because they were not who you thought they were. You didn't take that deeper look. And so here we have the Hanged Man also here on those 2 cards. And so it's like everything did indeed, it's a card of everything being turned upside down. And indeed, they did turn upside down. They went from something that was very exciting and very romantic and felt like you're happily ever after, to what would feel like a nightmare almost. A complete turnaround. And the problem is this person already has your heart. So now this relationship is in suspension. You're looking for more information. You want to dig deeper now. Okay, now the blindfold's coming off. Now you're seeing things. Now you're paying attention to the signs. And maybe you're not liking what you see. Going inside here with the Hermit. Doing that inner reflection. The Hermit doesn't mean a separation at this point, but it is taking some time alone, pulling back, to find your answers, to look at this differently, try to get a new perspective on it, with the Hangman being twice here in your reading, in the past and the future. Trying to understand what happened here. It could be that you, in this mode, are thinking about boundaries, or redefining the boundaries, or a need to, in this relationship with this person, because it feels like they've crossed the boundary. This is the proof you're seeking. And so something needs to end here with the Death card. Something needs to end. And what is that? Well, we have the Magician twice, once in the reverse, once in the upright. This is talking about sleight of hand, deception. What is true and what is false when it comes to this person? When it comes to this relationship, basically. So something, we have the moon in the reverse here, and we have this King of Swords, and he's looking at the chessboard. He could be looking at the different moves that that person has made to date and trying to figure out his next best move because he is watching, right? Watching this closely will reveal more to you so that you are able to make a decision on this relationship, so that you are able to see the way forward, or see it for what it is, because the moon is now reversed. So on some strategy or move that you're going to make, or that they are going to make, that exposes them for who they really are, you know. So coming up with a strategy, watching this person closely, is key to getting to the truth. You really have to watch closely, because this is sleight of hand. They're very believing when they create or speak to you. Or if you question them and they give you an answer, they will be very believable. It's easy for them to just slip something by you, is what I'm trying to say here. So what is true? What is false? Is there hope still here for this relationship, for this person that you have given your heart to? That's still in question, because again, we have the Hanged Man here. And he doesn't, he's having difficulty, okay, trying to find a way to escape this situation that he's found himself in. He is suffering deeply, just doesn't know how to get out of this. He took a risk, perhaps, made a sacrifice, and now does not know how to get back what he's lost. He may have to make a sacrifice for his own benefit. And so the King of Swords strategy, again, planning, they're not, see, trying to come up with a strategy, doesn't really like the options in front of them. Why? Because this person has already fallen in love. You know, they've already given their heart. They've already given their heart. So they're trying to come up with a strategy. Page of Swords is once again in the reverse. This is our central issue. This is about thinking what they're going to say, preparing for a conversation, what they're going to say to somebody. So they're planning to have a talk with this person, going over in their mind what they're going to say as they're watching, and as they are, and I feel as they're watching, as they're going along, they're uncovering little bits and pieces of information. They don't like their options. They don't like having to make this decision to change directions, I feel. But they cannot deny any longer the truth. Something really does get exposed here. We have the moon again in the reverse. That which was hidden, you're going to find it. You're going to find it. And the decision you make is going to be a difficult one, because your heart is already, the person already has your heart. This was love at first sight, basically, for you. But the thing to remember is that the person you think you fell in love with, it was an illusion. So remember that. As you uncover this, it's not, this person is not who you thought they were. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.